So going to do a little update on my aquaponics systems here. This is my little lettuce factory. I mean, look at those Swiss chard leaves. Stuff's growing faster than I can eat it. Me and my girlfriend can eat it, and I need to find some more people to get some. My little tilapia like to hide. But they're doing well. This system's, all the measurements are coming out just the way I want them. Everything seems to be working really well with this system. Now let me go over here and show you my two little systems. I still having issues with pH on this system. And the fish food I've been using has got a little calcium in it, so it keeps bringing the pH up. But I tried to use some of my tilapia food, and I ground it up to feed the guppies with it. That was a mistake from heck. You go from a 30% protein feed to a 53% protein feed, and I had a massive algae bloom. Turned my tank black, completely black. I put a pleco in there, and he's almost got the tank completely cleaned back up. I'm either going to have to start feeding him pretty soon, or I'm going to have to put him into a different tank. I did the same thing over here with this one, and this one turned black too. Put a pleco in here, and there's a pregnant guppy. And he's almost got this one cleaned completely back up. Water's nice and clear again. And I thinned out my cabbages, put some in some of the other systems, and these guys are really taking off. They're getting bigger, starting to form heads. But they're doing really well. This one, the pH is running a little high too, but everything seems to be growing okay. We'll go out here to the garage system. Now this one, I've been having troubles with algae. I've got a couple of little algae eaters in there. It's getting better, but not, the algae eaters I have in here aren't cutting it. I'm going to have to put some plecos in here. But my swirl filter's working real well. It's catching lots of stuff. I've been taking that out and feeding dirt garden and fruit trees over at my girlfriend's house and stuff like that. My spinach is coming up, and I planted one of the cabbage plants that was kind of getting shaded out in that other system over here. He seems to be perking right up, but a little stunted growth because it had lack of the sunlight in the other one. I put a couple of more over here, and my pepper plant seems to be doing okay. I picked 3 peppers off of it the other day, and of course my Swiss chard is just going like crazy. And my rosemary over here keeps getting shaded out by the parsley, but I need to trim that parsley back. My fishies are doing okay, and my duckweed pond is doing real well. Not growing as fast as I thought it would, but it's growing. They say duckweed likes still water, but I'm finding I've got a little air stone in here just to make sure the water stays oxygenated, and the duckweed seems to be growing better around that than it does over here. But this duckweed has really pulled a lot of nutrients out of the water. My nitrates were off the chart when I put this thing in here, and now they're between 10 and 20 parts per million. But it was when I added the duckweed, my nitrates were so high I couldn't measure them. But so I've replanted this bed over here. I've planted some stevia. Planted 4 stevia plants and 2 more cabbage plants that I pulled out of that one system. And everything. Oh, I replaced this quarter-inch line with a half-inch line. I was trying to find a black hose, but all I could find was clear. So I imagine running a clear line is going to give me issues over time. But if I can get the algae under control in this system, I think everything will be running perfect. Adding the duckweed, something I've noticed. My pH was dropping about 0.4 of a point a day, and was having to buffer it back up. Now it's dropping about 0.2 of a point a day with the addition of the duckweed. I guess that's because it's pulling more nutrients out of the water. And but I'm still showing trace ammonia. I'm running probably about 2.25 on the ammonia. My nitrates are 0, or nitrites I should say, are 0, and my nitrates are running between 10 and 20 parts per million right now. But everything seems to be going well. Once those 2 plecos get through cleaning up those 2 little tanks, I'll probably transfer them over here and let them clean this system up. That's about all I have today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Remember, people, life is good. Be safe.